Hello everyone, I am Karuna, your mentor for Python tutorial series. I welcome you all to my channel. Now that you know about Python's data types from my previous tutorial, let's learn about creating variables and see how Python works with these variables. First, let me tell you the meaning of the word variable. It is anything that can change or modify. Example, age, percentage, or the number of visitors on a website. In programming, it is the name given to a memory location which contains a value of any data type. As Python does not require variable declarations, variable can be declared by simply assigning value of any data type. Unlike programming languages like C, C++, and Java, which mandates the declaration of variables before using them in the program. Now you can see here I have created a variable age with value 25 assigned to it. So the memory gets allocated to value 25 and age refers to the memory address of 25. Before we start working with variables, we must know about rules that must be followed to name variables in Python. The name of the variable can be a combination of alphabets and digits, which can be from 0 to 9. The only special symbol which can be used in variable names is the underscore symbol. It can be used to separate large variable names. First character of a variable name must be an alphabet or an underscore symbol. As Python is a case-sensitive language, upper and lowercase variables are treated differently. Keywords or reserved words that have a special meaning in a programming language cannot be used as a variable name. Here I have some valid and invalid variable names that can be used in your Python programs. Now I will demonstrate how we can create variables of different data types using IDLE. This is the shell mode. I create a variable a with an integer value. To get the value of any variable, you can simply write the name and press enter key. Next is my floating point variable, which is b, and this is how I can see its value. To create a variable of type string, you have to enclose the value inside double quotes or single quotes like this and get the value by writing the name of the variable. ID function in Python can be used to get the memory address of any value. Enclose the name of the variable inside the bracket and press enter key. This is the long integer, which is the address of the memory allocated to value 9 and a refers to that value. ID function can be used for variables of any data type. So you can see I have used it for a string type variable. Every time it returns a long integer type value. Python follows a different approach to deal with variables. This we can understand with the help of the example that I am going to explain now. I have created a variable x with value 400 assigned to it. When this is done, memory gets allocated to 400 and x refers to that memory address. If I assign a value of different data type to the same variable x, then the memory gets allocated toward Python and x starts referring to the memory location of the word Python and leaves the place where 400 was stored. We can understand this better with the help of ID function. I create a variable x and assign my value to it. Using the ID function, I get the memory address. Now I'm going to assign a different value to the same variable x, and when I use the ID function on variable x now, you can see the address has changed because x now points to the word Python and this is the memory address where Python word is stored. As the allocation of memory is bit different in Python, let's understand how deallocation of memory will take place. Now, after all these assignments made to variable x, an important question arises here is that what will happen to the memory allocated to the value 400. Now for this, in Python implementation, there is a counter maintained which keeps a track on the number of references a particular value or an object can have. Now in this case, when x started pointing to the word Python, there is no more reference left for the object or the value 400. So the counter goes to 0 and the memory for 400 is taken back. So at the same time, when the allocation done for Python, the deallocation happens for the value 400. In Python, we can perform multiple assignments in two ways. This can be done by writing multiple variables, each separated with equal to operator, and you assign one value to this. In this case, all these three variables A, B and C are assigned with the same value, which is 5. So now let's see whether they all have access to the same memory location or not. So for this, I'm using my ID function. This is the address of object A, which is my variable A, ID for variable B and ID for variable C. You can see that the output which is generated by the ID function is same for all these variables. That means in a memory location 5 gets stored and these three variables point to the same location. Now talking about assigning different values to these three variables, we can do that with the help of separating these variable names with comma, assigning their values using equal to operators, and which are also separated by comma operator. Now using this, I am assigning value 1 to variable A, 2 to variable B and 3 to variable C. Now ID function in this case will return different memory address for all these variables because every value out of 1, 2 and 3 is stored at a different memory location. So now you can see here every variable points to a different memory location. If you have any doubts or queries in the topic explained in this tutorial, then you can mention in the comment section and I would be happy to help you. If you like the video, please click the like button, subscribe to my channel and stay tuned for latest updates. Till then, keep working with smile.